Tomorrow is an all-black police chief town hall that will be held at Oakland City Hall. Current and former Bay Area police chiefs will be there, and organizing this event is Oakland rapper and philanthropist Mistah F.A.B. You have so many titles. I was like entrepreneur, just all-around great guy. Thank you guys so much for coming in here. We also have from San Jose State, the police chief, Michael Carroll. Appreciate you being here, but we'll start with Mistah F.A.B. Why are you holding this event tomorrow? Who do you want to come? What are you hoping people will get out of it?
Well, this is the first co-ed event that we're holding at Thug Therapy, the men and women to come out. It's unfortunate, I want to say Sonia Massey's name, like, you know, for the things that's been going on in the communities and a level of distrust between the public, the people, and law enforcement. And we're trying to figure out what can we do. Is there ways to rebuild that trust? How can we sit up and see what are some initiatives that can be implemented in the community for people to sit up and say community policing so we can get a chance to know each other. So if this little boy gets the police called on him, this officer who's been in the community, dealing, handshaking, talking with people says, hold on, I know Mike. Wait a minute, now we're not coming in like that. We're not even coming in with that type of aggression. And I think it's needed. It's no other time now. It's far needed.
Chief, do you feel that distrust in the community?
Oh, definitely. Law enforcement has a history of, a rich history of being challenging for the African-American community. I think this gives us an opportunity to actually build relationships, collaborate, and share policing strategies as well as policing concepts. So I'm looking forward to the dialogue. What I've realized as a chief of police, we can't do it alone. We have two areas that we need to focus on. We need to focus on accountability, and we also need to refocus on recruitment. And this gives us an excellent opportunity to share our profession so that we can actually use this as a recruiting opportunity as well. Meet people face to face. And how did you two connect up on this?
Community.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think a lot of the town hall meetings that were going on, and we do barbershop forums where people from the community would sit up and talk about what can we do? What can we do to make a difference? You know, one thing that I'm realizing is a lot of people are comfortable in their discomfort, like their places. They're okay with that. It's tough doing this work. Me being, for one, being a rap artist, sitting up, organizing things with the police, that's like, oh, bro, you breaking the code, y'all, you're not. But this is not about me and my ego. This is not about the darts that people are throwing, the knives that people are using to, you know, stab names in my, and stab whatever it is. It's about what are we going to do that's going to be different than what our ancestors have done to move forward in the perpetuation of we need to have a better place in our communities to where we can sit up, where we're not afraid of what's going. We're not afraid that when we in the community just playing basketball that a police officer may feel like he wants to come over there and just racially profile us. Because we look like a suspect, or we fit the description.
Or you're a rapper.
Or we're a rapper, you know what I'm saying? So you might have guns on you. So, like I say, I understand the blood that people feel that they have on their hands as police officers, and it's like I say, the trust is like, no, man, I ain't messing with the police. I ain't rocking with the police.
They don't even want to come meet them, have a conversation.
Like there are going to be people that won't come to this Thug Therapy because of that. And we may lose some followers from people that's like, oh man, you didn't turn it into some police stuff. At the end of the day, this is about community. This is about moving forward to see what can we do to improve our community and hold people accountable, hold them accountable, us holding ourselves accountable. And so,
Are you
what better way to do
prepared for
so?
things to be heated when you have this face-to-face meeting tomorrow? Like, what are you hoping you can change people's mind? I know you talked about recruitment, but there could be, you know, maybe some hearts that could be softened in this.
Yeah, so even when we did the barbershop forums, we had those difficult conversations. You saw the frustration, you saw the heated conversations, but you have to work through that because people have lived history and lived examples of where police have mistreated them. And so we have to own up to that. We have to own that our history dates back to slave patrols. We have to own that. And I think with the transparency, I think with being open and receptive to new ideas, listening to the community, giving us the opportunity to revisit what are our core values, right? One of our core values is community. We want to bridge the gap between law enforcement and community. We want to focus on having a community where law enforcement is included and we can get back to being that noble profession that we once were.
And so your department will be represented. You'll be there. What are other agencies that are having their chief of police showing up for this tomorrow?
I let Chief Carroll be able to organize the guys on his fort, you know, some of the people, so some of the folks that...
And was it hard to round them up? Were they resistant to this or looking forward to it?
Every officer that I mentioned this program to, they were all motivated and eager to do it. Unfortunately, it was just at a short notice. But I do have Emeryville Police Department. I have Alameda Police Department en route. I haven't received a confirmation from Fremont. I haven't received a confirmation from Tracy, but they're all motivated, and they know that this is much needed, especially at today's time and at this moment right now. We need to have these conversations.
So you don't have to be from those communities to take part in this tomorrow?
No, not at all. It's an open forum. It's free. This is something that we do bi-weekly with the Thug Therapy with different topics to address issues that we are affected by as the people. I definitely want to say Fred Chavis, who is representing the Oakland Police Department, will be in attendance. And I want to ask anyone that has any forms of connections to any type of law enforcement to come out, you know, from whatever, the whole judicial system, lawyers, judges, more, so we can learn more about...
You get district attorneys there.
Yeah, Pamela Price has, she's verbally committed to it. She told me that she would be there. And it's about us, like saying, we have to hold each other accountable, but we also have to do this as a collective. And it's like, no one person is going to be above this. And to the influencers, we have to be able to break the monotony of the things that we don't do. Like, oh, I don't mess with the police. I don't do this. Man, I'm not doing no police work. I'm not going out fighting crime. I'm going out trying to rebuild my community and sitting up piece by piece by saying, hold on. Because most of the people where we come from, they'll be anti-everything, but as soon as they get in trouble, oh, man, I need you to write me a character letter. It's like, come on, man, like let's build. Let's build. And leave all the, you know, the provocateurs and the antagonists. Y'all stay at home.
And this is one way to start it. So I'm so glad you guys could come in and talk about it. Chief, Mr. F.A.B, thank you for being with us here this afternoon.
We appreciate you.
Appreciate your time. You'll let us know how it goes tomorrow, yeah?
Tomorrow, Thug Therapy. It's at the California Ballroom, not City Hall. The California Ballroom, which is brought to you by Oak Stop, 1736 Franklin Street. My bad on that misinformation. I put it in, but it's at the California Ballroom tomorrow at 6 p.m. It's free. Men, women, children, bring them all. And it's a City Hall, Town Hall meeting from all cities that are involved. And we hope to have some great, healthy dialogue.
Same here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.